No problem.
All right, it's recording. I'll send this to you by email or whatever afterwards.
Okay, no problem. All right, can we get started?
Yeah, let's go.
Awesome. Just like, first of all, how are you doing, man?
Lately I've been doing really good. I've been taking care of myself a little more than usual. So I'm making sure like I'm staying healthy in the gym and I'm eating well. That's a big one. Drinking a lot of water.
Awesome.
How are you doing?
Man, I'm doing okay. I'm doing great. I've just been working. I have my books are coming up in July. Like my books are coming out in July, so I'm just like working on that for now.
That's awesome, dude. There's a lot of like mic noise. Where's your mic at right now? Is it on?
So I don't know. I don't know it's coming through.
Okay, yeah, it's good. It's just there's a lot of like, I think it's rubbing on something. There's a lot of like static.
Okay, so I'll just maintain that. Is it good?
Yeah, it's really making noise.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's just making a lot of noise.
Ooh, sorry about that. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that was good.
It's good, right?
Yeah, did you change something? It seems better now.
No, I don't know. I just touched something right here, but I guess it's better, right?
Yeah, I think it's a little better now. All right,
sounds awesome. Are you using like a microphone right there?
Yeah, you should use the phone microphone. Maybe it would be better.
Okay, maybe I should try that. All right. That's better. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, this is much better.
Much better. Okay, awesome. So yeah, so I'm actually very excited about this. I think the way we got to know was actually very authentic, right? I see like one of my videos and then responded to it, right?
Yeah.
And then that was how we connected.
Yeah.
So thank you for that. That was very.
Yeah, of course.
That was very organic of you.
Yeah, I try to get back
So
to.
how long have you been on Instagram?
I've been on Instagram
Awesome.
for about, I would say 8 months, I think. So quite a while.
Really?
Yeah, 8 months I've been doing Instagram, and I've been making a lot of TikToks too, but I've been focusing more so on TikTok.
Yeah. Awesome. I see that you have like about almost 100K on TikTok. That's a lot.
Yeah, it's weird because 100K took me so long to get, but it's like every video gets me a different amount. So it depends on if your video is shorter, you'll get less followers, but if your video is longer, then you actually get more. So yeah, 100K has been a really long journey for TikTok.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So let's just get started formally. So I want you to introduce yourself just real quick. Tell about yourself, where you're from, all that.
Okay, so my name is Alex Carnevali. It's not Alex Carnev. I just put Alex Carnev because that username was freed up. So my actual name is Alex Carnevali. I'm 19 from Ontario, Canada, and I'm just doing what I love to do, helping people. In high school, I got introduced to my first motivational video, and it like sparked something inside me, and ever since then I had like this idea of just motivating other people. So that's pretty much all about me, and like that's why I'm doing all this stuff on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, is just to help other people feel motivated and to help them reach their maximum potential.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So like when did you graduate high school, if I may ask?
I graduated high school from LeSource High School. It's actually a French high school. And
Okay.
Pardon me?
Yeah, you can go on.
Okay, yeah, it's a French high school, and it's in Tecumseh, Ontario. It was pretty good, but I don't know. I was very different then. So I'm happier. I'm a lot happier now.
Okay, awesome. I think we might talk about that later on. So first of all, the statement is maximize your potential, because what gave me the idea for the podcast was I saw it on your page, right? On your bio, right? And then I was like, oh, you must know a lot about this topic, right? So what does that statement mean to you? Maximizing your potential.
Maximizing your potential to me means trying to figure out for you what is your potential and how can you actually like achieve at the highest rate. So for example, reaching your maximum potential means working on everything that you don't like about yourself personally. So say you don't like the way your hair looks, say you don't like the way your body is shaped, say you don't like your hygiene. It's like those are things that you can control that will help you maximize your potential. So to me, maximize your potential is all about doing the things, even though they're hard, that you can control to make yourself the absolute best version of you.
Wow, that's awesome. Thank you for that. Thank you so much for that. But like, what was your what actually inspired you to content creation?
Why am I making content?
Yeah, yeah. What inspired you? Is there like a person inspired you? Or what exactly?
What inspired me? I think it was just always a dream of mine when I used to play hockey back in the day, and I saw all these people on Instagram making these cool hockey videos, and I was just so inspired, and that's what I wanted to do. And I just always had an interest for video editing too. So being in the public eye, video editing, and especially just living on your own terms and being able to make more money or like different amounts of money working by yourself and on your own schedule, that's what really interested me. And I hate to say it, but Logan Paul is probably one of the biggest people that has inspired me.
Can I see that again?
I said Logan Paul is probably one of the biggest people that inspired me. I know don't like him, but just his vlogs every day. I used to watch him every day as a kid, and I wanted to be like him, but just in my own way. So.
Well, that's awesome. Actually, I love Logan Paul a lot, and then just to think that you're inspired by him is awesome. Have you met him before?
I met him? No, I've never met him. I want to though.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, it would.
Awesome. So like, I have my questions basically in different topics, but I want to touch on something. Was there anything that you did that helped you discover your passion? Like action step that you took?
So, sorry to cut out when you said that. What was the question again?
Were there like things that you did particularly that helped you discover your passion, like action step that you took? Maybe you started reading more, something like that.
Yeah, for sure. So, that helped me with that was definitely reading. I definitely I knew nothing about what I wanted to do, or like I found motivation by reading, by watching all these different videos on YouTube, by just trying new things. Like that's how you'll ultimately find your passion if you're young, is just trying things. Because I tried doing this online Shopify store. I tried fishing, I tried hockey, and then finally I tried life coaching. And this is the one that I like the most because this is like ties into my purpose. So I think for the youth, you have to try something, try everything, try just getting exposed to all this information, and you'll find purpose in one of your passions. And that's the one you got to do.
I like that. Finding purpose, one of your passion. Was that the same for you?
Yeah. So that was the same for me. So like I said, I enjoyed playing hockey a lot, but it didn't have like a purpose to me. I enjoyed fishing a lot, but it was like a hobby. There's no like purpose for me. So when I came to like preaching and like motivational stuff, it made me feel a different way because like I was actually helping people and changing lives.
Mm-hmm.
So that is why I think I'm sticking with this for so long. Like I had my TikTok for a year now, my Instagram for 8 months, my YouTube channel for so long, is because once passion and purpose are like together, then you know what you want to do forever.
Awesome. I like that. Purpose and passion. I like that. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You were talking about books a little bit like earlier on. So like what are the most impactful books you've read? Like success.
Actually,
Okay, you have them.
these two right here. These two right here are probably the two most impactful books I've read. And this
Wow.
is A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle, and it talks a lot about the ego, talks a lot about how you have to catch yourself when, like, say you're fearful, you're angry, you're jealous, you're living, you're thinking about the past or the future. This book describes super well and how that's all ego and how ego is weakness disguised as strength. So this one, definitely one of my favorite books. And then this book is all about loving yourself and loving others and understanding a lot about life, and how it actually does explain a lot about the ego, and it explains a lot about like emotional maturity and emotional poison that people in relationships go through. So definitely these two books are probably the biggest ones I'd recommend. So Mastery of Love and A New Earth.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Like actually brings me to the question, like so I don't know, like who are your mentors? Like those that like mentor you or something.
My mentors would be
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure if you know him, but Alex Sedlak.
I don't.
So he's basically doing what I want to do, but he's already made it. So I think he's a pretty good person to like take a lot of advice from and to listen to, and to just scope out and like to see what he's doing so I can model his actions, and then one day I can become where he's at with his career. So him, Alex Sedlak, and his mentor, Abraham. So Abraham Casales, I think his last name is. He's also amazing. He's more of a business guy, and that's what most of his content is around, is like productivity, energy, business. So those two guys are definitely guys that I've bought programs from, and that I'd really like to talk to one-on-one, and that I learn a lot from.
Nice. Thank you. What's the biggest lesson you've learned so far in your career as a creator?
As a creator, that's a good question, actually. As a creator, I would say like consistency, and just always posting videos and always adapting is literally the cheat code to getting a good following and a good audience on any platform, because you have to adapt to the metrics and you can't just keep looking at all the numbers. So a lot of people, what they do is they will post on TikTok, they'll post on YouTube, they'll post on Instagram. It won't get any views, and then they'll try a few more times, and then after the fourth time that their video doesn't do well, they give up. And that's the biggest problem that people have, is that they don't adapt, they don't measure, and they don't keep trying, because you could post like 20 bad videos, but on the 21st video, it goes viral, and then you gain this whole new following. So I think the most important lesson I've ever learned for being a creator is just not looking at the numbers, not getting caught up in them, but just making sure you adapt and make sure you post consistently good content.
Wow, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. Would you say like sticking to one app or one social media is actually like the best option for blowing up on social media?
Yeah, definitely TikTok. TikTok is has the best algorithm, and you can just get so many followers so easily, and it's the best because you can grow so quick. But people don't realize that if you get TikTok followers, they go to your YouTube and they go to your Instagram, and then they also go to maybe check out your merch, or they maybe will check out this podcast. Like TikTok is a great way to expand all your other social medias as well, and that's why it's the best one.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Thank you. So now let's go a little bit more deeper. What's your mantra, like a statement that you live by?
My what? Sorry.
Your mantra,
Oh, so
like
like,
a life mantra. Yeah.
yeah, so like something I live by. Something I live by. This is actually one that I've heard recently, and um, I really like it. It's impact over income, because
Yeah.
a lot of people get caught up in, like I said, they get caught up in the views, and when they work with people, or they do anything, they say, okay, how much money can this make me? How much how many views is this video going to get? How many shares is this video going to get? Like, how many people are going
Mhm.
to see this? So
Yeah.
once you shift your focus to, how can I help this person with just giving them free value, or
Yeah.
how can I change this person's life? How can I, um instead of how can I get viral on TikTok, it should be how can I impact more people's lives on TikTok? Like, and once you do that, it's like, once you have that impact first, it's the income comes in pretty easily. The income will follow, because how abundant you are, and how giving you are.
Awesome. Thank you for that. I don't like this. This is kind of like like a personal question. Have you started making money on TikTok yet, or like?
Not too much. I don't have like my I don't know if it's the creator fund. I don't even know if they pay in Canada. I think they do, but I don't even have that on. I just made, honestly, I'll be open with you. I probably made like $50 just from lives, from doing
Ooh.
lives, and just like people donating. But other than that, TikTok, not so much. No.
Mm. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you for that. You were talking about college, like when we started, and I'd like to know, like, what's your idea of college? Do you think it's like important, or what's your idea about it? Because people have different perspective of
Yeah,
whether to go to
yeah,
college or not.
yeah, for
Mm-hmm.
sure. So it is kind of controversial at this point, but like,
Yeah,
college is an amazing experience for the right people. That's what I think. Like,
I
uh,
like that.
I think a lot of people have so much fun at college, and a lot of people um, enjoy the college experience because they meet friends, they go out, they have like, it's probably it's super fun, but there are some people who just can't do that. And for me, I was in a year and a half of at University of Windsor, and the whole time I just felt really out of place, and I didn't know why.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew that I was studying all these things that I wasn't going to use in the future. So
Wow.
I just felt out of place. So I think college is great for the right people, but for the wrong people, it's a big waste of money, because for me, I could have had that year and a half to work on my business, and to maybe learn some more things. But yeah, I think it's just, college is right for the right people, but it's wrong for the wrong people, if that makes sense.
Yeah, of course it makes sense. Makes a lot of sense.
Mhm.
Awesome. Awesome. I like that. Thank you so much. You were talking about like you're in Canada currently, right?
Pardon me?
You're in Canada currently.
Yes.
Awesome. So like you were talking about Ontario. Are you from Ontario, Canada?
Yes.
Awesome. So funny enough, I know somebody that is like a big inspiration to me, and that's Justin Bieber. You know him, right?
Yeah.
Of course. So like I don't know, like is there an inspiration to you? I just wanted to ask, just randomly.
Inspiration to me. I think as of lately, yeah, because um I see him as like, I know he used to be like this like teenage kid who like would get in trouble a lot, but now it just, every time I see him, he seems like a super nice person. So I definitely I do really like the guy, and I know he's going through something like with his face,
Yeah.
but
Official.
yeah, he's definitely super like kind-hearted, down-to-earth guy, and yeah, he's probably an inspiration to me too.
Awesome. I like that. I like that. Have you met him before by chance?
No, I haven't met him. I wish I did though.
You probably will soon.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know, like I've been the one asking you questions. Do you have anything you want to ask me? Like just make it interactive.
Yeah, yeah. So, you said, what's my mantra? What's yours? What do you live by?
Nice, awesome. Um, I live by, basically like, for example, I don't know whether you saw my page. I'm a school speaker, right? I speak in schools, right? And
Hmm.
the one thing that really inspired that was just the idea of being your best you, being the
Hmm.
best version of yourself, right? So I just that like that's why I live and that's what I try to do, no matter how hard it is, just be the best version of me. And I believe if you're going to die, it's better you die the best version of yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And were you always like this, or did someone or something inspire you to do this?
Actually, no. I used to be like very shy growing up, right? I
Hmm.
used to be very shy and insecure. But something happened when I was like 13. And then that really just inspired me to start educating myself. And then I started watching YouTube videos, right? And then that was how I got my start. And then I started speaking when I was 17 in schools. And then I've been doing that ever since.
Wow,
Yeah.
awesome, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's awesome. Maybe I need a few tips from you for public speaking. I've been looking to upgrade my communication in public scenarios. So
I'd love to, definitely.
yeah, that's awesome.
Awesome. Yeah. So yeah, I wanted to kind of touch on um excuse me a little bit.
Yeah, no problem.
Like where did you grew up in Canada, right?
Yeah.
Did that in any way affect like who you are today? Like was there like things that happened growing up that contributed to
Honestly, not too much. Living in Canada is like I'm very grateful and very lucky to be in Canada, but
Mhm.
yeah, just I think always having like the safety and always having like the comfort of knowing that I can do like what I want with my life. And yeah, just growing up in a safe neighborhood where there's no worry is definitely a lot better for my like stress management. And I feel like if I had a childhood somewhere else, then I wouldn't be as mindful, and I would have a lot more like stress fractures and just like a lot
Mhm.
more trauma from my childhood. But I don't have any of that, thankfully. So definitely living in Canada does help.
Awesome. I like that. I would love to visit one day.
Yeah, yeah, you should for sure.
Awesome. Thank you for that. There's a question I want to ask. Let's assume there's a young person out there right now that is at the brink of giving up because they're like, now what is life about? Because there's a lot of news about young people, especially teenagers, committing suicide, and that's actually very sad. So like, is there any advice you give to somebody that may watch this video when it's posted that is at the brink of giving up, and you like to encourage them to not?
Yeah, so personally, I've never like dealt with any of those type of thoughts, but I
Yeah.
know that I know that if you are having those type of thoughts, the best thing you can do is just think of all the other people that are around you. And I know it's really hard to not believe your thoughts, but you should seriously try to learn about what the ego is, what the voice in your head is, and how it tells you things, but that aren't necessarily true. And that's why there's so many deaths, there's so many suicides, is because the voice gets so loud, and it tells you things that aren't really real at all. And once you actually say it out loud, you'll see how like awful and how ignorant and how stupid these things the voice in your head is telling you. So I think the biggest thing is just like obviously talking to your people, leaning on your people, getting,
Yeah.
but just learning about mental health and learning about the
Yeah.
stuff that like these books talk about, because
Mhm.
without knowing any of these things in these books, it's like you're not aware of what's happening inside your brain and you believe all the thoughts. So that's what I would say.
Thank you for that. I'm very sure someone will benefit from that. Thank you. Thank you. I want us to talk about money real quick, because like when I speak in schools, for example, I talk about the 4 areas of success, right? I talk about physical, financial, relational, and spiritual, right? So financial is an area that I really talk on for young people, especially in my country, in Africa. So like I'd like to know, what's your idea about money?
I mean, for me, I'll be open, is that money is not very, like, life should be called spending money, because that's what we're always doing is spending money. But for me, the financials are important, and I know that one day I will make a lot of money and I will like be able to live on my own terms because of that. But my idea of money is not something that I need to chase right now. I feel like with my other passions, that's what I was always chasing. Was at the end of the day, I was always trying to chase money, and it always ended up running. Money runs when you chase it. So with this passion, it's like I'm just letting my impact do all the work, and I'm just patiently waiting for the money to come. And and that's how being more abundant like that is how you're going to make more money. And the stars are going to align. The universe is going to somehow put more money in your direction if you're able to give. And that's what I'm trying to do. So right now, very patient. I don't have that much money, but I trust that if I change a lot of people's lives, then it'll come.
Ooh, I like that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing that. As you were talking, I noticed some things about you. And then I'd like to ask, what's your idea of faith, like spirituality, for example?
Yeah, faith. Yeah, well, I think a lot of people lack it. And I think that a lot of people do need to become more spiritual, because they don't understand that it's like different than religion. But yeah, it's just like believing something you don't see and you don't experience yet, with believing something that you can't like experience with your senses, is very important, because that's your way of asking the universe that you want it, and then the universe will respond. So definitely, I think super important. I think just people don't understand and people aren't aware of it.
Thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
I must say you're very wise, right? Can I just say?
Yeah, thank you.
You're very wise. Thank you for that. I want to go just a little bit deeper because we're almost done. I have to let you go. But I just want to talk about legacy real quick, right? I like talking about legacy with my guest, right? What legacy do you want to leave behind?
Well, it's something that I haven't really, because legacy is like thinking very far into the future. So for me, it's something that I've lacked thinking about, but because I'm always thinking about what do I want to do in the next 1 year, 3 years, 5 years. So I'm not always thinking about legacy, but legacy is like, I'm not sure if you're aware of Tony Robbins or Eric Thomas. They're all the biggest motivational speakers in the world. And it's like they've changed millions of lives. And it's like, I feel like that's what I would want to do, but I would want to do it differently. I don't know exactly which way that would be, whether it's like more cinematic or more more spiritual, but my legacy would definitely just to be like really impact the state of consciousness on the world.
Oof, I like that. Thank you so much for that. So nice. So nice. I think we're done basically. Thank you so much for answering my questions. I really, really appreciate it. I had a great time on this interview. Did you have a good time?
Yeah, dude, I had a great time. You asked the right questions. I was gonna say this has been the best podcast I've been on yet. So thank you.
Really, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Thank you. So I, obviously, like when I have a podcast with anybody, I usually like us to connect even afterwards. So how do you think we can connect and like collaborate, for example? Because I really wanna get to work with you.
Yeah, well, definitely. I always answer my Instagram DMs. Do you have WhatsApp?
Yeah, I do for sure.
Yeah, so I can send you my information on Instagram DMs and then we can talk through WhatsApp because that's what I use the most is Instagram and WhatsApp. So
Okay, for sure, for sure. I'd love us to work on maybe like I don't know, man, but we'll figure something out.
yeah, we got some big things coming.
All right, awesome. Is there any project you're working on currently that you like to share?
Pardon me, say that one more time.
Is there like any project you're working on currently that will be coming out very soon?
That's a good question. There is a project that I am coming out with. It's kind of like a mindset and motivation and spiritual and emotional maturity program. So it's
Wow.
actually something that I'm coming out with, and it's going to be something that's paid. It's still going to be a few months away, but it's something that's paid, and then you get access to talking to me one-on-one, and you get access to this program. So that's in the works right now. It's still got a lot of time, but I'm excited for that.
Awesome. I'm excited for that too. Can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. I appreciate you having me on this podcast, man.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it too. So thank you so much. Yeah, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Right. So I would get your number from Instagram, right?
Yep. I'll send you that right now, and I'll see if I can send you this video by email or however I can. I don't know how the best way to send you it, but
I think email will be the best probably.